So let's get this show on the road. We're gonna dive in. We're gonna take a look at the Bellows Stick. Now, we've all heard of the Bellows Gill. It's got a lot of popularity, and oh my God, these things stink to high hell. That's like dirty gym shoes or something. Tons of ribbing. You guys can see all of that ribbing, ribbed for his or her pleasure. What does that mean? Water displacement. That is gonna push a lot of water. This bait is really soft. Tons of action. It's not going to require the angler to impart a lot of action because of how soft that is. First thing I think of is drop shot. Second thing I think of is Neko Rig. Third thing I think of is nose hooked, weightless, with an owner CPS spring. Kind of fished it like a fluke. Maybe float that down into a bass bed in the spawn. That's pretty sweet. Let's see what she looks like in the tank. Man, I really enjoy being able to put those baits in the bait tank. I know what that bait is going to be doing in the water, working it down a piece of structure or working it close to a piece of cover. What did you guys think of the Bellows Stick? Definitely had some applications that I thought were excellent. Looking at the shape of the bait, it starts narrow, it gets wide, and then it gets narrow again. It's got some great tail action. I mean, you guys saw it. I think the bait really excels on the drop shot, and I think that when whoever made it, when they were designing it, they were designing it for drop shot. Because if you look at the nose of the bait, there's definitely a solid piece of plastic there that's designed for a small hook to go through. So it just makes total and complete sense. Taking a look at it on the free rig, I really wasn't impressed, but I don't think it's a fair test. I don't think this tank is deep enough to do what the free rig is supposed to do. Wacky drop shot. I think it looked good. I think there's worms out there that are similar, that are gonna look just as good, if not better, for not as expensive. I think it looked great on the Neko Rig, whatever you wanna call it. I'll tell you this though, anytime you're gonna fish it with a ring, an O-ring, once that ring is on there, she ain't coming off. If you lose the bait, you lose the ring. As far as nose hooked goes, I was a little disappointed. I think that has to do with the tank. I don't think the tank's big enough. I wouldn't buy this bait just for a nose hook application. Throwing it on as a jig trailer, definitely something that a lot of people are not doing. I'm happy that I bought the Bellows Stick. I'd like to find another bait that's the same style, shape, construction, or super similar to the Bellows Stick, put them in the tank, side by side and see which one works better, because ultimately it's going to come down to bang for the buck, in my opinion. I'm not going to spend $10 on a pack of worms if I can find something similar that's going to be just as good, if not better, for $7, $6, or even $5. So guys, let me know down below, what did you think of the bellows stick? Was there a standout technique for you? Would you fish it? Would you ditch it? What would you do? I'm not going to ditch it. I'm definitely going to fish it. I don't know if I'm going to go out of my way to source it. Talking about the bellows stick makes me think about dead sticking. It's the heart of winter. When the ice thaws, it's one of the best times to put a soft plastic like this, especially tied on a finesse jig, and dead stick it in front of a bass's face. If you guys are not familiar with that technique, if you want to learn a little bit more about it, go ahead and click on this video right here. We went in depth on that video, and I want to tell you guys about it. We'll talk to you soon.